Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Hey everybody, Alex Stephenson from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and I'm gearing up to go to Grand Prix Minneapolis in a couple weeks here, so I'm trying to prepare a modern deck. I've deck teched this deck before, but I need some more play testing with it, and I want to see if I go into the environment with this, how I would fare. So I can go over it really quick how it works and a couple of the changes I did since the last time I piloted it. It's mostly one drops, as you can see, and it's really focusing on Rage Forger and Shared Animosity. Formerly I had 4 Shared Animosity, 4 Rage Forger, but because you have the Flamekin Harbingers, which are capable of searching up your Rage Forgers, I figured between 4 Harbingers, 4 Rage Forgers, and 2 Animosity, 10 cards in the deck that can turn on all the creatures should be enough. But if you don't know how the deck works, it's pretty simple. Basically, you just play a 1-drop on turn 1, you play 2 1-drops on turn 2, and then turn 3 you're either doing a Rage Forger and a Shared Animosity, and you're swinging in for 9. It's pretty consistent that it can do that, and that is its main purpose, is being able to do that by turn 3, because then you can, you can win on turn 4 pretty easily with this deck and fairly consistently, like I said. Obviously, that's in a vacuum without any disruption, which you're going to go up against all the time. But I'm just saying the purpose of this deck and what it can do is very consistent for an aggro deck, which is why I like it. And it's just, it's monocolor, so you don't have to worry about your mana base too much. You've got some cool utility 1-drops too, like Satyr is a shaman. He's got the 2 power. He's a 1-drop. He's inflatable. I like that. Harbinger obviously searches up your Rage Forger. That's important. Arsonist, when it dies, it deals a damage to something. That can be relevant. You can kill Dark Confidants and crazy stuff like that. Intimidator Initiate is very good. Getting rid of, stopping their Tarmogoyf from blocking for a turn can be the difference between winning and losing a game. And actually, Stonewright has been phenomenal in this deck too. It's a shaman, gives 2 creatures, himself and another creature fire breathing. Very good. Emissary is a shaman. Unfortunately, no 2-drops to cheat into, but you get these opportunities where you play a Burning Tree, you play another 1-drop, activate your Mutavault, something like that. So Emissary is just really good. In multiples, you know how it works. You power out multiple Emissaries, you can win. And then Rage Forger is just insane, as is Shared Animosity. So that's pretty much how the main deck works. I'm main decking Pillar of Flame because it does seem like the pod decks are very popular. I like the idea of just killing Kitchen Finks for 1 mana. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's not deal with it. Just cleaning up on other cheap guys. It's just, I like the Exile. And the reason I like it more than Magma Spray is because you can hit the face with it too, which I think for this deck in particular is very important that you're able to hit them in the face with Pillar of Flame. Lightning Bolt, obvious. Gotta jam that if you're in red. Alright, so that's the main deck. 4 Mutavault, 4 Caverns. Chalice of the Void tends to destroy this deck pretty good, so being able to just cavern past it is pretty essential. You don't want to just end up losing to that. There are cards that are phenomenally good against this deck. Electrolyze, Pyroclasm, just very powerful, super value cards against this deck. But like I said, that's the price you pay. You're going to have a little bit of flimsiness to cards like that, but what it has in flimsiness, it really does make up for in consistency. Sideboard, let's talk about that real quick. Forked Bolts. These are real good for taking out affinity creatures. Just 1 mana, possibly kill a Signal Pest and some other 1 toughness guy. This can be real important and good. Combust, very important for getting rid of Deceiver Exarch. Super relevant because they can't redirect it to Spellskite, so it gets past that. Unfortunately, it does not deal with Kiki Jiki, but what can you do? The combo decks in Modern are pretty insane. Skullcracks, I'm on the fence about these. I would love for these to be Blood Moons. Blood Moons are insanely expensive online right now. I had no idea how much they were going to skyrocket. Last I had checked, they were like 6, and now I look and they're like 16. So the amount that they've jumped, I do wish that that I had just jammed some Blood Moons in here, and I probably will for the Grand Prix. But for now, I've just got Skull Cracks to turn off life gain because I could see basically if they stick a Batter Skull, there's going to be a time where they're banking on gaining that life, and I just love being able to turn that off. It can be huge. The turn they play the Skull Crack, you can still swing into the Batter Skull. They block and you Skull Crack them, and they don't gain the life. And the rest of your creatures that get in are enough to kill them. I could see that realistically happening. So for that reason, I'm giving it a try. Smash the Smithereens, pretty obvious, good against Affinity, huge against Affinity, huge against Pod. You got to take out the Birthing Pod. They run Eternal Witness to get their Pod back, but at least you get that 3 damage to their face, so it's still very punishing. And then Shatterstorm, nice one of for Affinity, basically a one-sided board wipe. Yeah, that's about it for the deck tech for this. So I'm just going to be doing some tournament practice. We're going to see how this deck fares. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, and this is a great hand. We're on the draw in round 1 here. No mulligans, and let's see. All right. Misty, Forest, Hierarch. All right, well, I don't want him ramping, so we're just going to go ahead and slay that guy right now. Let's yeah, let's pillar him. Next turn we're going to get a couple dudes, but I want to turn off his ramp. I think that's pretty important. All right, so we drop the Cavern, we put in Shaman, and we drop a couple dudes. Should have just dropped it in the other order so I don't have to deal with the must trigger here. It's not a huge deal. All right, there's our Harbinger, so that's a very important card. Let's go ahead and play our Mutavault here. Let's swing. Okay, so now we drop Harbinger. Let's make sure this one resolves. I'm not sure what he could have for board wipe in blue and green. So I feel fairly safe extending here, but we'll find out. So we get the Rage Forger, and we play an Arsonist. Okay, I don't mind that so much. Okay, so as long as we can guaranteed resolve our Rage Forger, which we can, we're okay. Oh, I see. So he's going to be able to get our Rage Forger. All right, I can live with that. So we still get a Stone Right, which is pretty nice. I might as well pay it. I'm not going to attack with Mutavault because I don't want him to block there, and we'll get a pump out of it too. We don't even have to use our Lightning Bolt yet. So I guess we'll pair with the Arsonist. So we'll get in for 4 here and pass. Alright, does look like he's going to be in board wipe territory here shortly, because he does in fact have a white source now. Sword of Fire and Ice. That is pretty good. That one's going to be a tough one to beat. Was not prepared for the Sword of Fire and Ice. Why is this even in Modern? I don't even get it. Jeez. Talk about not knowing a format. Alright. So I gotta do this. Gotta get in for close to lethal, I guess. And we'll go ahead and drop an initiate now. I think at this point we just gotta keep pushing. And let's just make sure we stick a lightning bolt. I don't want to get that countered, so. There's his second white source. So I guess I should have killed Vendilion Click when I had the chance, but I really was not anticipating the Sword of Fire and Ice. Cryptic is my guess. Alright, looks like we're going to lose to a Vendilion Click, because once again, was not prepared for Sword of Fire and Ice. Jesus. The card is so insanely good. Alright, so I assume he's winning at this point. I don't know how we're... Yeah, pretty worthless draw there. Sad thing is, Bolt would have been all he needed. So we lose to Cryptic here, I'm assuming, as soon as he does it. And, yep, he's got the mana for it, so let's just go ahead and go to game 2. That's an obnoxious, obnoxious way to beat us. Let's see here. Now I just want to smash to smithereens' face really bad, since we just lost to that dumb card. Let's see here. Anything else? Can probably take out a couple pillars. I mean, Combust is uncounterable and does stuff, but... Let's take out a couple pillars for a couple smashes. I presume he's got Batterskull too. We should just... I can't really drop creatures. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I guess we will drop the pillars. They are good, but I'd rather just have Bolt in this match. Yeah, so let's make sure we can smash the stupid Sword of Fire and Ice. God, card is so ridiculous. Alright, let's go to game 2 here. Alright, we'll play first. That's an awful hand, so we got a mullet. 5 lands, just 1 threat. It's just nothing. We gotta do better than that. I wish this hand had another land, but I am gonna keep it. We're gonna see how far we can ride some satyrs, I guess. Yeah, I probably have to deal with engineered explosives as well, which is a big deal. Yeah, land here would have been uh, pretty nice for us, but we're going to fall pretty rapidly behind if we don't see one in the next turn here. I really don't like that he shocked himself there. That's not a good sign for us. Alright, I guess we do Arsonist, since it punishes a little bit. So that thing can become a 2/3. That's bad news. Can't get the second land. Alright, so he's going to fetch. He's going to take it to 2/3. And then if he has any other one drop, we're in trouble. This is terrible. Guess we swing Arsonist. He'll block. I'll deal the 1 damage to him, and then I'll pillar the Goyf. He could also just take 1 here. I can't even play pillar. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, I don't think we can win now, actually. We needed 1 more land. That was awful. Yep. Still gonna need land. Nope. No such luck. So play this and continue to pass. Honestly, the chances of winning this they've got to be like 2% or like 1% right now or something. The chance of winning this. Why he would do that makes no sense to me, but okay. I don't understand why he would I don't understand why he would want us to not get, or would want us to get a land there. I don't understand, but so we got to take 8 here. God, what an embarrassing way to lose. All right, let's take it. I don't even know what to say. I'm mystified as to how we ended up with our 2 shared animosities and with 2 lands. 2 harbingers with 2 lands. Yeah, it's literally over. I don't know what to do. It's literally over. Wow. All right. Well, that's a pretty bad match 1. All right. Yeah, let's try another one and hope we can draw a little bit better.